Hi guys, thanks for joining the demo session and good morning everyone. So welcome to TungaBadraNetworks and welcome to Palo Alto Next Generation Firewall demo session. So today, okay, in this session we are going to learn how the Palo Alto Firewall is providing security in the network and why we are going with Palo Alto. Okay, and during these codes, what are we are going to cover and how many days of this course, what we are dealing in this course. I'm just briefly going to explain in this session. So if you have any questions, we have a question and answer session in the end. So you can ask me the questions once the session ends. Okay. So before starting the session, anyone having any experience in this security domain in any of the firewalls? Yes, guys. Anyone having any experience in this
I have experience on AWS.
AWS?
Yeah,
There is a cloud, but I'm asking about the security.
in AWS, I have knowledge on security,
Okay.
VPC,
Mm-hmm.
VPS,
Okay.
subnet,
Mm-hmm.
route table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. No
Uh,
problem. So apart from that, you don't have any experience, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, guys. I have received one response, but most of you are not new to this is security domain, right? So we can. I'll briefly explain about how security works in the network and how the firewalls will plays a critical role, a crucial role to provide security to your network. Okay. So before starting, I will go with an one simple real time scenario or real time situation. Okay, so everyone using WhatsApp, right? Most of us are using WhatsApp, right? So in WhatsApp, if you open any chat, so there will be an on top, there will be a message. There will be there is a comment like this communication is or this chat is end-to-end encrypted. What is that encrypted? End-to-end encrypted means what does that mean? Anyone observe that?
Yeah.
So if you open any chat, the it is saying that messages and calls are end-to-end encrypted. Only people in this chat can read, listen, or share them. Which means whatever we are sharing between, whatever we are sending any message or whatever we are sending within, with your friend. So that will be confidential between you. So no one in the internet has to be see that, right? So to have that private to have that secure communication, we need security. Okay, so for that they are going to they are implementing a security using the firewalls to have secure communication between between the one user to other user. Not only that, to have a secure communication between one side to other side. Okay, so let's say you have a branch office. Okay, you have a company and you have multiple branch office. You have to communicate between your branch offices safe and secure, right? So in that case also firewalls will play a major role. Okay, so how firewalls are going to play a major role and what are the things that firewall is going to use, we can discuss in brief. So first of all, let me introduce myself. Okay, so my name is Karthik and I have 8+ years of experience in this networking domain, you including 4 years of experience as an Palo Alto tech engineer. Okay, and along with me we have Harsha. He is also one of the Palo Alto tech engineer. So he has 3 years of experience in this Palo Alto tech, and he's going to assist us. Okay, so he is also with me and he's going to assist to clear the doubts or any lab setup. And we have also a good technical team. Okay, so we have Sandeep here. Okay, so we have Sandeep, we have a good technical team. There are 3 to 4 members will be there. so you can contact them as well during throughout the course, so you can, okay, you can get quick assistance with them, okay. And let me start the session. So as we are okay, in every demo session we are reiterating that, okay, this is just like in okay, not in traditional institute level. So this is industrial training where we are going to teach you, okay, or help you with real time is a real time uh, scenarios and real time projects where how the real time issues will occur and how we need to solve them. We are providing that in the real time projects, okay. So basically what is a firewall? Okay, so now we are entering into, we want to know, router, switch, okay, hub. So now we are moving into the firewall, okay. So firewall is a security device which sits between your private network and public network. So, and it is monitoring and it is, okay, inspecting all your traffic, whatever the traffic going from inside to outside and outside to inside, it is going to monitor your traffic, okay. And it is going to verify whether, or it is going to inspect whether the traffic has to be allowed or traffic has to be blocked, okay. So here we are creating some rules, we are predefining the rules before starting the traffic, okay. Before starting the any traffic, we are predefining the rules which traffic has to be allowed and which traffic has to be blocked. So based upon the traffic flow and based upon the hits on your firewall, the firewall will inspect your traffic and is going to verify the rules, and it is going to allow or block based upon the things that rules that we have configured, okay. So these firewalls will be available both in hardware and software as we are seeing here. So both these firewall will be available both in hardware and software. Mostly hardware firewalls you can see, okay, hardware firewalls you can see in the data center. Every data center have their own firewalls. You can see the hardware firewalls in the data centers, and software firewalls mostly you cannot see in the data center, that will be available in the VMs, virtual machines, or in the cloud infrastructure, okay. So we have well-known cloud infrastructures, right? So publicly available clouds, okay. What are the cloud infrastructure that you have know? Well-known clouds.
AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, IBM.
Yeah, AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud is also there. Okay, all these are the well-known clouds where the software firewalls are handled as well. Okay, so if you don't have a space, or you if you are unable to handle the hardware firewalls, you can purchase. Okay, you can take the subscription of your Google or any cloud and install that software firewall in that cloud, and you can maintain from there, okay. So this is okay, these firewalls will be both in hardware and software, and both hardware and software will work in the same way, okay. So because hardware and software will work on the same version, okay. Version means here in this okay, we are talking about a Palo Alto, right? So Palo Alto is going to use Pan OS version, okay. Pan OS, the OS that is used in the Palo Alto is Pan OS, Palo Alto Network OS. So whatever the Pan OS that you are using in hardware and software, both will be same. So both hardware and software will work in a same way, okay. So here we will, in firewalls we'll be having multiple vendors, okay. So we'll be having Cisco, FortiGate, Palo Alto, okay, Barracuda, Sophos, Checkpoint, SonicWall, Juniper, okay. All these are the, okay, all these are the firewall vendors. All will be going to work in a different way, and all will be, okay, providing security. But why we are going with Palo Alto? Okay, what are the features that we attract to go with Palo Alto means Palo Alto is a next generation firewall. Okay, so what is next generation firewall, and why we are calling this as a next generation firewall means, so see here, this next generation firewall. Okay, before next generation firewall, you have to know about the traditional firewall. Okay, so here the traditional firewall. Let me take the, okay, no problem. So let me tell you here, okay? So you have to know about the traditional firewall, okay? So traditional firewall are those which provides, okay, security till layer 3, okay, and layer 4, okay, till layer 3 and layer 4. So which means, so whenever a traffic comes from your network, so if it contains IP address and port numbers, it provides security based upon the IP address and port numbers. It will be allow and it will be block, okay. But whenever the traditional firewalls, okay, receives L7 traffic, means application layer. So most of us now, okay, using applications, right? So if you want to access anything, you are installing the application and you are accessing, right? So that applications traffic will be in layer 7. Whenever these traditional firewalls hit the layer 7 traffic, they are not capable of understanding the layer 7 traffic, okay. So that's the reason they have introduced the next generation firewall. These next generation firewalls will be going to provide support till layer 7, okay. So till layer 7, it is going to provide support, which means it will support layer 2, it will support layer 3, it will support layer 4, and it will also support the layer 7. That's the reason the Palo Alto firewall will be calling as a next generation firewall. We'll be also having other firewalls, but Palo Alto is a one which is having the capability of providing security till layer 7. Not only this, and the Palo Alto firewall will also have the capability of, okay, uh, providing application identification. So in the layer 7, right, this is a layer 7. So you are trying to access Facebook from your browser, okay. You have opened a laptop, you have, okay, you have type, okay, you have typed www.facebook.com. So in your browser, you have typed facebook.com, but whenever that Facebook traffic receives on the firewall, that will be a layer 7, right? But how the firewall is going to identify that is an Facebook? So using an application identification, okay, we'll be having an application identification. So using that application identification, the firewall is going to identify that application as a Facebook. How the firewall is going to identify the application? What are the things that the firewall is going to do? That we can briefly discuss uh, in the codes, okay. And next, it is also next gen. This is also next generation firewall, right? It is also used to identify the users by using an user IDs. So you are trying to access Facebook, okay. Who are you? So what is your IP address? What is your username? All the firewall is going to identify that, okay, using an user ID. So if you are logged in your laptop and trying to access Facebook, right? So along with an application ID, it is also going to identify your username as well, okay. So that's the main functionality of Palo Alto firewall as a next generation firewall, okay. And along with that, it is also going to identify threats, okay, malwares, and viruses, okay. So all these are going to identify, okay. And not only this, the next generation, the Palo Alto firewall will also going to work as an IDS and IPS. Anyone know about IDS and IPS? What is IDS and what is IPS? Anyone heard about the terms IDS and IPS in the firewalls? Any idea?
No.
No. Yeah, okay, no problem. So here IDS will be calling as an intrusion detection system, okay? Which means whenever you are accessing Facebook, the in that Facebook, if you have any malwares, or in that application or in that website, if there are any malwares identified, if there are any malwares, or if there are any virus available in that website, the firewall, if the firewall is configured as an IDS, it is going to detect, okay. Detect in sense, it is going to detect there is a malware available in the website. So it is going to alert the administrator, okay. IDS is nothing but intrusion detection system, where it is going to identify the malwares or viruses in the website, and it will alert the administrator, okay. But IPS is an intrusion prevention system, where it is not only identifying the malwares or viruses, it is going to prevent, means it is going to block. Okay, so Palo Alto firewall will be also acting as an IDS and IPS. Okay, if you want to work Palo Alto firewall as an IDS, you can configure IDS, and if you want Palo Alto firewall to work as an IPS, it will also work an IPS. Okay, so that's your choice, and based upon your requirement, you can make use of the Palo Alto firewall. Okay, these are the next generation firewall capabilities. Okay, so these are the Palo Alto firewall is capable of doing all these things for your network. Okay, and advanced threat intelligence, whatever we have discussed here. Okay, so it is going to identify the threats, it is going to identify the malwares, it is going to identify the viruses in the website whenever you are trying to access facebook.com from the web browser, and it is blocked instantly before the traffic reaches to your network. Okay, or before traffic reaches to the servers. Okay, so that is the advanced threat intelligence. Okay, next we'll be having a centralized management system. So here this centralized management system will maintain or manage multiple firewalls at a time. Okay, multiple firewalls. So what is this managing multiple firewalls? Okay, what is this managing multiple firewalls means? So you have an, okay, you have multiple branch offices. Okay, you are maintaining a company, and you have established your branch in multiple locations. Okay, and each branch having your firewalls. In each branch you will maintaining a 2 or 3 firewalls. Okay, and if you want to configure some configuration in one branch, and if you want to do some configuration in other branch, you have to log in first one firewall first, and you have to do in that firewall, and you can complete that configuration in that firewall. Okay, and next you have to change the configuration in another firewall, you have to log in there, and you have to make the changes there, and you have to complete the configuration, right? So if you want to make changes, or if you want to configure anything in 2 firewalls, so you have to log in separately and you have to do. But here we have an centralized management system called Panorama, where it can manage multiple firewalls at a time, which means, so we have to connect the firewalls to this Panorama device. This Panorama device is also an hardware or software device. We can connect all firewalls which are related to our company, and which are inside of our company, and you can you can connect with that Panorama, so that Panorama will maintain all those firewalls. If you want any configuration, you can just configure, log into the Panorama, you can configure there, and you can push that configuration to the devices, whatever the devices that you want. Okay, so from a single, okay, from a single location, okay, you can manage multiple firewalls in different locations. Okay, so not only configuration management, it will also going to support logging as well. Okay, so logging in sense, so whenever traffic receiving on the firewall, in the firewall there are the firewall will generate a log. Okay, let's say you are accessing Facebook from your laptop, right? So whenever that Facebook traffic reaches on the firewall will generate a log. Okay, from where, okay, from where the traffic is coming, what is the source IP of that device, who is the user, what is the source username, and which application is trying to access, what is the port number, what is the destination IP of that application. Okay, whether it is allowed or blocked. Okay, all this information will be collectively called as one log. Okay, that log will be generated by the firewall, and it will stored in the firewall storage. Okay, firewall database. Okay, and that firewall database will be, okay, very limited. So maybe there will be, the logs will be based upon the, you have set the logs expiry time. Okay, let's, that will be calling as an log retention. Okay, so that logs will be stored for more than, not more than 30 days. If you configured logs should not be stored more than 30 days. So whatever the logs that as, okay, generated before 30 days, they are going to flush. So if you want to make you, if you want to see the logs, okay, what happened before 30 days, you cannot see, right? So at that particular point of time, so whatever the logs that you want, you can just send to this from your firewall to the Panorama. so that panorama will be having a permanent storage. Okay, no logs will be flushed until unless we can delete. Okay, the panorama will store the logs permanently, and whenever you want to verify what happened at that particular point of time, or what happened to your network, okay, in last 6 months, or what happened in your network, what are the things that what are the who are the users that has entered your network for last 3 to 4 months, that you can take entire logs. Okay, and you can verify that will be supported by the panorama. Okay, that will be calling as a logging. You can send all the logs which are generated on the firewall to the panorama, and panorama will store all the logs. Okay, and also it will also supporting report. Okay, it will also support the reporting. Report means it will generate a report. So if you want to verify the logs for the last 3 months, so you can generate a report for 3 months in the form of PDF or CSV file, and you can download that report from the panorama, so that you can verify entire logs in one PDF or one CSV file. Okay, that is a reporting. Okay, so this is a centralized management device which is going to manage the firewalls, manage the logs, as well as give the reports to your administrator if they want to monitor, or if they want to audit your network traffic for last 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. Okay, so that's about the centralized management device. Okay, next we will be having an enterprise grade performance. So this enterprise grade performance, this Palo Alto firewall, we have a multiple Palo Alto firewalls, multiple models, where these models is going to use based upon your enterprise size. Okay, so before going to the enterprise size, let me show you the models that we have. We have PA 220 firewalls, PA 400 firewalls, PA 5200, PA 3200, PA 7000, and PA 1400. So now we have, okay, there is the latest, we have PA 500 series for also latest introduced. So all these firewalls is okay. We have multiple firewall models. Okay. So why we have these many firewall models? Why don't we use one model? Okay. Why don't we use multiple models in a same environment, or in every office? Why can't we use only one model? Why we have this model means, so these firewalls, okay, these firewalls will work based upon your work, will work in sense, these firewall models will perform based upon your enterprise size. Okay, so if your enterprise size is small, okay, if you are running a one branch office with not more than 30 or 40 people, okay, not more than 30 or 40 people. So here in this case, what will happen means, so this PA220 firewall will be PA220 or PA400 series firewall will be very much suitable to your network where there are 30 to 40 people. Okay, so which means, so these firewalls will be having a very less RAM and very less processor, which is suitable for your network. Okay, and if your company has grown, okay, now your company grown and you have recruited many employees. Now your company size is grown to 500. Okay, so from 30 to 42 it has grown massive, and it is 500 now. Whenever you are using same firewall for the both, okay, for all 500 employees, the performance will decrease. Okay, means, so the users will try to access the resources, but they may be slow. Okay, so they may get access very slow. If they are trying to access Facebook, they may get the slow access, or there may be, okay, the speed will decrease. Why? Because these firewalls will not handle that much of traffic at a time. Okay, so this firewall will be having less RAM and less storage, so that if the employees increases, this firewall will not that much accurate. Okay, so only very few people, these firewalls will work accurate. If the people or if the employees increase, this firewall will not work at that particular point of time. Okay, so no, you have to go with, okay, so there is one more firewall I didn't mention here, PA 800. Okay, so there is a PA 800 series firewalls. So whenever your company is grown to, okay, like 400 to 500 people, so PA 800 series firewall will be very much suitable. When compared with PA 220 400, the PA 800 will be having, okay, very high CPU and very high RAMs. so that that will handle your traffic. Okay, and if that company has grown again, okay, if you are maintaining, okay, one large enterprise now, okay, and you are taking projects and you are running like 1000 to 2000 people, so at that particular time, so if your company employees increase, your network traffic also will increase at that time. So PA800 series firewalls will handle, but they will get slow because all the CPU utilization will go high, and your firewall will not perform that much accurate. So at that particular point of time, you have to go with PA5200 or 3200. These two firewall models will work in an enterprise level. Means enterprise level means the service based companies like Infosys or TCS or Accenture. So those are using in these models where it can handle multiple employees at a time, like 1000 to 2000 employees traffic it will handle. Okay, this will having higher RAMs, and when compared with PA800 and PA200 400 series firewalls. Okay, and if you are maintaining a data center, okay, these 7000 series firewalls are very much suitable. Okay, the data center means you are handling multiple customer traffic, right? Your multiple customers are registered with you to route your traffic through the data center or ISP traffic as well. Okay, so you're all, if you are maintaining ISP as well, so you can make use of 7000 series firewalls. That will be very much useful. Okay, and these 1400 series firewalls will also work in an enterprise level, but there is slight difference between this firewall and all these firewalls. Okay, so all these firewalls will not having a feature called PoE. So anyone know about PoE, power over ethernet? So I think this is okay. PoE is an power over ethernet. So anyone know about that power over ethernet? What will happen if the interface is enabled with PoE?
Yeah, without any external electricity connection, we
Mm,
can
yeah.
support.
Yeah. So these firewall models, okay, whatever we are seeing here, these don't have a capability of PoE. They have introduced a new firewall with the 1400 series where this firewall will be supporting the PoE. Okay. So if you have an IP phones, okay, so most of the companies are using IP phone, right? What they can do, so they have placed one IP phone in every desk, and backside of the IP phone they will be having an LAN port, okay, RJ45 port. So using that RJ45 port, whenever the user connect that LAN cable to that RJ45 port, so it will get power as well as it will get the data. Okay, so it will get the power and it will also get assigned the IP address. So to make use of the IP phone, okay, you can make calls using the IP phones. Okay, where we are getting power and data from to that IP phone means using the same data cable or using the same LAN cable, and backside of that IP phones you can see RJ45 port. Okay, and for that RJ45 port, you can, if you connect the LAN cable which is connected in the, okay, backside of data center, so that will provide a data and power. Okay, so here in the backside you are connecting that, okay, to this port. Okay, here only few ports working as a PoE. What are the ports that are working on PoE that we will be having in the product specifications? You can make use of, okay, that ports as a PoE. You can connect that port to this PoE port so that this port will provide both power and data to the IP phones. Okay, not only IP phones, if any power device will be there, so that will be, okay, connected for the firewall to get power and data at the same time. Okay, so this is a enterprise support. So the firewalls, you will be having a multiple firewalls to provide the enterprise grade performance. Okay, and next we'll be having a VPN support. This VPN support, okay, so the firewalls, Palo Alto firewall is going to provide the VPN support call. Okay, multiple VPNs. So like site to site VPN, remote access VPNs, SSL VPNs, all these. Okay, GRE tunnels. Okay, again DM VPNs. All these will be supported on the Palo Alto firewall. Okay, and apart from that, okay, so here, okay, during this course, we what are the things that we are going to cover here? Okay, so the codes will be, okay, the course will be going to start from July 13th, okay, from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we'll be having in 25 days of course, okay. So in this 25 course, what are we are going to cover here means, so in the first phase, we'll be having a three modules, okay. So firewall fundamentals, SL decryption and URL category and filtering, okay. So the first module will be all firewall fundamentals, okay. So what are the firewalls, what is a firewall, okay, how many models, hardware models we have, what are the interface types, okay, and what is the packet flow, and how the firewall is going to inspect the traffic, okay, and what is the architecture that we are using inside the Palo Alto firewall, and session types, upgradation of the firewall, how the firewall will be upgraded from one version to other version, okay, and how to take the configuration backup if something happened on the firewall. So how can we import the configuration into the firewall, okay, and we'll also having a lab setup here. So we are going to use a tool called EVNG here, okay. So we are going to use a tool called, so here EVE ENG. Okay, so EVNG is a tool we are going to use to build our topology. So who are enrolled for the course, they will be okay. I will provide the all required images to build the lab. So we are going to help to build a lab in your own laptop. So you need to have, okay, you need to have a laptop, okay, you need to have a laptop with 16 GB of RAM, okay, and if you have 512 GB of SSD, that's good. And at least you need to have a 11th gen or okay 11th gen or below that, okay. So 11th generation, okay, 11th generation laptop is okay suitable for this EVNG lab and Palo Alto lab setup. Okay, this is a requirement of your requirement for lab setup. So you need to have a laptop with 16 GB and 512 GB of SSD, and it will be 11 gen, or some laptops of 12 gen is working, but mostly 11 gen is the one which is working very well with EVNG. Okay, if you want build a topology, okay. So this we are going to help in the fundamental part, and we are doing some basic lab. So whatever we have discussed here, we are doing that in the basic lab, and we are going to with troubleshooting part, okay. So this troubleshooting part we'll going to explain if something happen in the firewall, or if something happen in your network, if something is not accessible, how can we troubleshoot that, what are the steps that we need to follow, and how can we approach the okay how can we approach the solution for that particular type of issue. So I'm going to explain here in the troubleshooting session, okay. So these fundamentals, okay, these fundamentals we are going to cover for 1 week, okay. So for 7 days we are going to cover only fundamentals, okay. Once the fundamentals are completed, then only we are going with the second module, okay. So fundamental will be of 7 days, okay. And next we'll second module will be having an SSL decryption, okay. So this SSL decryption we are going to use in the firewall to inspect your web traffic, okay. So web traffic in sense, if you type www.facebook.com, okay. So I'm typing www.facebook.com. What is the protocol this Facebook is using? Which protocol the Facebook is using here? Anyone know about which protocol this Facebook is using?
DNS.
Sorry. So when I type facebook.com in the web browser, what is the protocol we have here? Yes, guys.
HTTPS.
HTTPS, right? So this
Yeah.
HTTPS, which means it is a secure. So whenever the Facebook is using HTTPS, so it is going in a secure manner. So the traffic will leave your laptop in a okay the traffic will you okay the traffic will leave from your laptop in a secure manner, which means encrypted format, okay. Whenever that encrypted traffic receives on the firewall lane, so it is going to decrypt. Okay, so in order to inspect the encrypted traffic, the firewall is going to decrypt. Okay, so whatever we are doing on, okay, whatever we are accessing from the web browser, that will be calling as an SSL traffic. This SSL traffic is going in an encrypted format. So in order to inspect, the firewall is going to decryption, that will be calling as an SSL decryption. So in that SSL decryption, we are going to learn about what is SSL, what is TLS, and what are the certificates. Okay, and we are also learning about SSL handshake process. Okay, so if you type facebook.com here, what are the backend process? What are the backend process that are involved here? If you type www.facebook.com on the web browser, which process is involved in the backend? What are the services that are involved, or what are the protocols that involved whenever you type www.facebook.com from the web browser?
It will check the IP by DNS protocol.
Okay, the first one is DNS lookup. After DNS, second one,
Yeah, after getting the IP, it will take a three-way handshake and a TCP protocol.
yeah, TCP three-way handshake. After that,
Once it's established connection, it
mm,
will data will be transferred.
yeah, once the connection is established, data will be transferred. So if the data want to transfer in a secure manner, it is going to use SSL, which is HTTPS. Okay, so after TCP three-way handshake, if it is an HTTPS traffic, so SSL handshake will happen. Okay, the SSL handshake will happen in the backend after TCP three-way handshake. Okay, so that SSL handshake, what will be what are the things that are involved in SSL handshake, that we are going to discuss here in the SSL decryption class. Okay, and next after this we'll be having, okay, types of SSL decryptions. Okay, forward proxy and inbound inspection, and after that we'll be having a lab setup with okay, basic lab implementation. Okay, and we can also discuss some common scenarios that we can face in the real time. Okay, and next after completion of SSL decryption, we will be having an URL category and filtering. Okay, so this URL category and filtering we are using here in the Palo Alto firewall. If some URLs, okay, so let's say I want to block Facebook for, okay, for Facebook for some of the employees in my network. Okay, so what I will do is I am going to use a URL category, and I will be define www.facebook.com in the firewall, and I can block them using a firewall. Okay, and whatever the URLs that you want to allow, and whatever the URLs that you want to block for your internal users, you can make use of URL category. Okay, so in most of the companies only they will allow the URLs that are required for your work. Apart from that, everything should be blocked, right? Most of the companies are doing this. Okay, so how they are doing means they are doing using an URL category and filtering. Okay, so we can comes to know how we can block the URLs by using an URL category and filtering. Okay, we can do that in the URL category and filtering session. Okay, and next we are, after the phase 1 we are moving to a phase 2. So in this phase 2, these are all the advanced topics. Okay, so advanced topics, and in that the first module will be an IPsec class. Okay, IPsec session, and how IPsec is going to work. Okay, so we have discussed about the site to site VPN, right? So the IPsec is called as a site to site VPN. Okay, this is a site to site VPN. This is a solution for site to site VPN. Site to site means, so if you have a two branch of it, one is in Hyderabad and one is Bangalore. If you want to exchange information between those branches, you have to form a IPsec tunnel, and then you can exchange the information in a secure manner. Okay, and how we can build the tunnels, and what are the things that are involved here in the IPsec to build the tunnels. Okay, and how the traffic is flowing inside the tunnels. Okay, that we are going to discuss in this IPsec VPN. Okay, and after that we will be having a global protect. So this is a remote access VPN. Okay, remote access VPN. Okay, this is a solution for remote access VPN, which is calling as a global protect. Okay, so every firewall vendor has their own application for remote access VPN. Here in the Palo Alto, it is calling as a global protect. Okay, in FortiGate, you will see the Forti client, or in the Cisco, there will be an Cisco Any Connect. Okay, so those are the remote access VPN solutions for them. For Palo Alto, it is a global protect. Okay, so in this global protect, how can we access? Okay, how can we configure this global protect? How can we connect? Okay, so remote access VPN mostly people users who are working from home. Okay, so if the people want to work from home and they want to access the internal resources, the company resources, they want to connect to this global protect. Okay, so if they connect global protect, they are forming a secure tunnel between their laptop and the company network, so they can access the resources, internal resources, in a secure manner while he is doing work from home. Okay, so that's how we are going to do that. What are the components that are involved, that we are going to discuss in the global protect. Okay, so next one we'll be having an high availability. This high availability will be used for redundancy purpose. Okay, so this high availability we are using for redundancy. Okay, so redundancy means you have no right. So why we need redundancy in the network? What is the purpose of redundancy?
If active path fails, redundancy will serve as
Yeah.
backup.
So here, whenever you are configuring high availability, so you need to use two firewalls in your network. Okay, one firewall will be active, one firewall will be in the standby, which is passive. Okay, so all your active traffic will be flowing through the active firewall, while your passive firewall will be standby, and it is monitoring your active firewall. Whenever the active firewall goes down, the standby, which is passive, that will take over the active role, and your traffic will also be shade. Okay, your traffic will also shift to the towards that new active firewall, and your traffic will forward to the destinations. Okay, so here by using an high availability, we can reduce the downtimes. Okay, we can reduce the downtimes, or there is a minimal, okay, downtime. Okay, there will be a no downtime, or there will be a minimal downtime. Okay, so instead of providing a, okay, instead of going fully down, okay, instead of going your network fully down, so this minimal downtime or no downtime will be best, right? So this high availability is a concept where we are using in Palo Alto to provide redundancy in your network, or to avoid single point of failures. If you are using single firewall, if that firewall goes down, your network will be blocked. Means your network will not have any access towards the internet. You cannot access anything, right? So at that, okay, point of time, if you have an high availability, you can have, okay, seamless access to the internet, or seamless access to your anything in the internet. Okay, for that to have a high availability, we'll be having two types of setup: active passive and active active. When we use active passive and when we use active active, that we can demo. Okay, I will briefly tell in the course while we are, okay, dealing with the high availability, and we'll be having a lab, and we'll be having a troubleshooting part. Okay, and last one, we'll be having a panorama. So already we have discussed about the panorama, right? So panorama is a centralized management device where it is going to manage every firewall. Okay, so in this panorama session, how panorama is going to manage your firewalls, how panorama is going to uh, manage the configuration, all your configurations in one place. Okay, and how it is going to get the logs from the firewalls. Okay, all will be, I will be demonstrated in the panorama sessions. For this also we'll be having, okay, for each and every topic that I have mentioned here, for each and every module, we'll be having a lab setup, and we are doing a lab on the EVNJ using a Palo Alto firewalls. Okay, and here we'll be having a commit. This will be covering under the fundamentals only. Okay, so we have discussed about the fundamentals, right? We are covering in 7 days, so this commit is going to cover in the fundamentals itself. Okay, so these are all the topics that we are going to cover throughout the course in the span of 25 days. Okay, so if you learn these codes, okay, if you learn these codes where you were, okay, so now how, okay, in which position, or how in what level you will gain experience. Means, okay, if you learn this course, so you will be learning, you are gaining an experience of like, okay, 3 to 4 years. Okay, if you are working in a firewall, and if you are, if you want to gain 3 to 4 years of experience, so this course and these contents will provide, okay, that much of experience. Okay, so whatever I am teaching here, we are providing a real time issues and real time projects. So we are discussing the real time issues, so that you will gain a knowledge of 3 to 4 years. Okay, who is working in the firewalls, like that you will get an experience. Okay, so now, okay, what is the network security rules, and what will be their average pay scales? Means, so if you have an experience of 0 to 1 year, so you will be considered as a L1 engineer in the network security rule, and your pay scale is like this. Okay, and then you will be having a 2 to 3 years of experience, or 2 to 4 years of experience. So you'll be considered as an level 2, and you will be package will be the average of like this, and that depends on the company, or that depends on the role that demands, they will also provide the salaries. Okay, and next, okay, so L2 engineer will be having a 2 to 4 years of experience. L3 will be like, okay, 4 to 5 years of experience, and these L3 engineers are experts in the firewall. Okay, means L3 engineer, he is the one who is handling everything in your, okay, related to the firewall. Okay, he is the expert in the firewall, and he will know everything, and he gain, okay, he will be having that much of experience to handle the firewall. Okay, so next we'll be having an type 2 and type 3 engineers. These two engineers will be calling as an escalation engineers. Okay, and whatever the L3, okay, L3 is an expert. So if you are unable to solve, and if that issue is related to any bug, related to any software issue or hardware issue, he is going to escalate to the type 2 or type 3 engineers who are working as an escalation engineers. These escalation engineers, type 2, type 3 engineers, will work closely with the network development team. Okay, so network development engineer, NDE role. Okay, so these network develop engineers who are developing the protocols, or developing the features in one product, right? So they will be closely working with that network development engineer role. So sorry, network development engineers, so they are going to fix the issues, and they are providing a new releases. Okay, new panoise version, so we need to upgrade. So how to upgrade, and how to upgrade that version from the latest, okay, from the old version to the latest version, that also we are going to cover in the upgradation part, right? That will all that we are going to cover already. So they will ask them to upgrade the firewall. Okay, and L3 engineer will get an response from type 2 or type 3 escalation unit to upgrade the firewalls. So he is going to upgrade the firewall. Okay, so these are the levels that we have. And after the A3, so based upon your performance, or based upon your the confidence that you have, or your manager, okay, will have, if your manager have confidence on you, so they will make you an team lead. And maybe if you are continuing in that same organization for more than, okay, you are doing 7 to 8 years or 10 years, they will also, okay, move into an management as a technical manager. So like that will be different. Okay, so but basically we'll be having these roles in the network security. Okay, so this is all about the Palo Alto or security related things. So now the time is yours. So if you have any questions, or if you need to know anything, so you can just ask me. Okay, so the session is yours now. You can just go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yes, Mohammed.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, you can. You are.
Uh, my name is Hussein.
Yeah.
Uh, my password year is 2021. I have 5 years of career gap. Can I eligible for this program?
2021. You are passed out on
Yeah,
2021, and you haven't done anything after 2021. Is it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I means you have to go with the entry level first, which is an CCNA. Okay, so you have to learn the CCNA, then you can come here to learn the Palo Alto. The basics is CCNA, then you have to come here to Palo Alto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm 2025 MCA pass out today.
Okay.
I have completed CCNA.
Hmm.
To get a job as a fresher, you suggest me to learn firewall or CCNP.
So as a fresher, it will be better. You can go with CCNP. So the firewall, okay, you will also having very rare opportunity as a fresher in the security level. But if you have at least 1 year of experience, okay, they will take it in the firewall. Okay, better you can go with CCNP, and then after getting a job or after getting an experience of 1 year, you can learn Palo Alto. So you will be getting an security roles as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah. Hi. Hi,
hi,
Devdas.
my name is Devadas.
Yeah.
I am working as a NOC engineer. Can
Mm.
I eligible for this course?
So knock engineer means you are
1.5.
how many years of experience?
1.5.
1.5. So you are good at networking concepts, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Then you are eligible. Okay. You can go ahead and you can simply enroll for these courses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it experience is possible for Palo Alto?
Yeah. That will be helpful. No problem.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I joined late. So when is the batch start date and what are the timings for online classes?
Yeah, the batch starts from next Monday, which is on July 13th, the from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, it's 1 hour class and it's going to start from Monday, July 13th.
Okay, then sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm currently enrolled in morning 7 to 8 CCNA class.
Hmm.
So can I also register parallelly for this Palo Alto?
Yeah, if you can manage parallelly, you can go ahead. So I think from today it's the batch is going to start, right? So 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So if you're
Yes.
manager and you can manage the things, and if you are capable of handling both the things at a time, you can. But what I suggest is at least you have to complete half of the CCNA so that you will be you can manage the things. Okay, but if you are new to a CCNA and if you want to join this course, better I can suggest you can come up in the next batch.
So when would be usually the next batch
Next batch
starts?
maybe by 22nd, July 22nd.
Okay, so it usually starts 2 weeks and 3 weeks once.
Yeah, but that will be going to be a morning session. Okay. So one will be in the
Okay, got
evening, one will be in the morning. So that will be in the morning. So maybe that may be not possible for you, I think, because you are in the CCNA. Yeah, what I'm saying here is, if you can manage the things at a time, so you can join this batch, or otherwise if you cannot manage, if you are unable to manage the
Sure,
things,
yeah,
that will be better for you to join whatever the time suitable for you. Okay.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So I mean, I already paid for it. So whom should I contact if I wanted to join this batch?
You have already paid. You what? Which course you have taken?
I took the network automation internship. So basically, it has
Oh,
everything in it.
yeah. It will be everything. See, if you are taking the network automation, okay. So once the CCNA completes, they will automatically going to add you in the next upcoming batch. Okay. So don't worry about that. Our team will be there to add you in the upcoming batches. Okay.
Okay,
Once
got
the
it.
CCNA completes, CCNA has to be complete. Then you are eligible for other courses. So they will add accordingly. Okay. Don't worry about that. Our team will contact you.
No, I mean, I already have like 6+ years of experience. So I actually joined for automation. So I mean,
Okay.
I can manage both of them parallelly.
Yeah, no problem. Then
But
you can contact my support team and just say that I want to join this July 13th Palo Alto batch. They will add you in the 13th batch. Okay.
okay, then sounds good. Thank you, Sani. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Srikant.
Hi.
Yeah,
So a couple of
yeah, go ahead.
you mentioned this
Sorry, Srikanth, your voice is too low. I think can you place your mic very?
Sir, can you hear now?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear now.
yeah, sir. Okay, sir. Sorry. So this course content is this only for like L1, L2 level, or after this also there is much more to learn in Palo Alto.
Yeah, we have defined these codes for basically for L1 to L2 level, and after this also once you have learned these codes, there is many more things to learn. So you once you got an opportunity to work as L1 or L2, so you will be learning more there. Okay, so this
Okay.
we are mostly covering every part of the firewall, but there are some more things that we are not covering, that which is not much needed as a interview perspective. So that's the reason we are not covering. So as you learn this, so mostly you will be getting all the things which are dealing in the real time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And second is I know like more about FortiGate firewall. So is Palo Alto same as FortiGate, or
Uh,
we need to go
Palo
through this course?
Alto, if I say Palo Alto is same as FortiGate, yeah, some part of the things are same and some part of the things are that will be used in the different approach. Okay, so some part, yeah, whatever we are dealing here. Okay, so like creating a policies or accessing something from your internal network. Okay, if you want to allow from the firewall, we are doing the same thing on the Palo Alto and FortiGate, but there are some things which are not in common. Okay, and that we are dealing here in the Palo Alto. So in general, the CLA and GA part will be different, and
Definitely.
the packet flow that hitting on the firewall, how firewall is going to inspect the packet, that will be little bit different, but approach will be same, but the concept that we are using here is different.
Yeah. And the last question, like, what is the fee structure, sir, like for this course?
So fee structure, okay, you can visit our website. Okay, so and the fee structures are going to change. Okay, batch by batch or 1 or 2 months. So exact fee structure will be like, okay. So if you want to go with only Palo Alto, it will be like, okay. So I'm also not sure. Let me. So we can verify that in our website. Okay, we'll be having
Okay, sir, sure, sir.
TungaBadraNetworks, and you can go on courses. So in this courses, we'll be having the next generation firewall. Okay, so you can just click on the full course. You will get a course fee. Okay, and then overview. We'll be also having a detailed curriculum of each and every topic that we are going to discuss, and what are the tools that we have used, and career opportunities. How you can detail get in the website. Okay, you can just go through that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Hi. Good
Uh,
morning.
uh, Thank you for the session. It
Yeah.
was
No
interesting.
problem. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. What I'm asking is, so you are teaching this Palo Alto firewall, now. So, how would be the practical sessions, sir? Like it would be on GNS3 or else on
No,
hardware.
we are using an EVNG, not GNS3. We are using a EVNG tool to do an labs practically, and we'll also
Uh,
have the hardware firewalls. If you are near to any branch office, you can visit our branch offices, so you can practice on the real devices. We have a PA220 firewalls readily available in our branch office. You can visit and you can practice on the real devices as well. You will get an real hands-on experience.
okay, and like what would you be teaching on that PA220, sir? Like only configuration or else break and fix also?
Break and fix, in sense we are doing a troubleshooting part, right? So we can also do that break and fix and troubleshooting part, and you can know we'll be having a product training as well. So I will discuss about how to access the firewall, and what are the things that what are the components that are available in each and every firewall. So we are going to discuss, Yeah, during troubleshooting we can do everything on the each and every firewall.
Okay, so there would be engineers who will be assisting for us how to troubleshoot, like how to configure everything. Like
Sorry.
there would be engineers at any. Like, suppose
Yeah,
I'm
we
staying in
have
Hyderabad.
we have engineers at every branch. They will assist you. So I will also be available online, or I will also available if you're okay. Basically, I will be staying in Hyderabad. I will be available from Hyderabad office. So if you are
Uh,
leaving, okay, in Hyderabad, you can come to office, and I will be there. And if
okay.
you're somewhere apart from Hyderabad, so you can contact me in WhatsApp, or you can just raise a ticket. So we
Mhm.
have an ticketing tool
Yes,
SQMS.
yes,
So you
yes.
can raise a ticket in that. Our engineers will get in touch with you. If those
Mhm.
are not able to resolve issue, I will get in touch with you. Okay, no problem with that.
Sir, daily you will be visiting that Hyderabad office,
Yeah,
branch
I
office.
will be there in Hyderabad. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Sir, actually, I'm CCNS, 3 years experience I already have in data center.
Okay.
With routing and switching. What the thing is, now everywhere they are asking firewall.
Yeah, that's true.
That is the thing I want to enroll. I have seen other institutes, but what the thing is that practicing on GNS3 or EVNG,
Mm.
it is not vital.
Mm-hmm.
One should have that hardware knowledge, basically device,
Yeah,
hands-on
yeah,
on device.
that's yeah.
That is, see, sir, the days are gone where, see, 3 days before, 3 years before,
Mm-hmm.
when I interviewed for my current company,
Mm-hmm.
they were only asking abbreviations, definitions,
Yeah, that's correct.
like those
Yes.
things. But
Yeah.
now, sir, now they are drawing topologies,
Hmm.
create like scenario-based questions,
Yeah.
everything in each and every interview, sir, even for small companies also.
Yeah, yeah.
They
For
are
small
asking like
companies
this.
also, they are
Yes,
asking
yes.
going on a scenario base. So we have also uh, uh, clearly explaining about the scenario base, how they are going to us. We have detailed okay PDF file as well for the scenario base. We can also give access to them. So to have how scenario based questions will be. Yeah, you can okay. If you are available in Hyderabad, you can enroll for this course. You can visit office for every practice. Okay, if you want to practice on hardware devices, you can come to Hyderabad office and you can practice here.
Okay. Sir, can I take only Palo Alto course?
Yeah, you can.
Because season I already have, sir. Like
Yeah, if you are good at CCNA, you can go with Palo Alto alone, no problem.
Palo Alto.
You
Sir,
can enroll for Palo Alto. Yes.
yeah, yeah. This course is PCNSA or a PCNSE, sir. Like
So
what level?
actually, this is a PCNSE. So that PCNSE is also now changed the name, that they have made it as an Palo Alto Next Generation Firewall Certified
Uh-huh.
Engineer. Okay, so PCNSE old name and new name is Palo Alto Next Generation Firewall Certified Engineer. That is a new name for this certification.
Okay. Palo Alto generation five.
Yeah,
Okay, sir. We can put it on resume after attending this course, like 2 years of.
yeah,
Like now, I have 3 years real-time experience, sir.
yeah. You can put
Like
you
L1,
will have you can keep 1 year on routing switching and 2 years in Palo Alto. That will work.
that will work. No
Yeah.
problem.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, which are the queries?
Yeah.
So, what you're going to say, we can take only single course also, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. You can take single course and you can enroll for that. Okay.
Okay, sir, if you are available, then it is good, sir. So we can directly interact with you and doubts and everything.
Yeah. Once the course starts, you can just okay. When the class after the completion of class, you can come to office and I will be there. And if you have any queries, I will directly interact with you and resolve your queries. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
What's the cost of this course, sir?
Yeah. As I shown here, it will be like 15,000 plus GST. It will be like 17,700. The cost of this single course.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Any questions?
Sir, Karthik sir, is there any discounts are going on like previously in last time?
Discounts going on in sense the discounts will be vary month by month, but you have to get in touch with our enrollment team. They will know about the discounts. If that any discounts are running, they will provide you. Okay.
Okay. Can you provide their contact information?
Yeah, it will be available in the same okay
Website, huh? Website.
website.
Okay.
So you can go on contact. So it will be
Uh-huh.
available here. Okay. So
Yeah,
here the
last actually.
enrollment team is here. You can contact any one of the four members. They will help you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Any questions?
I have completed AWS certification, that AWS Cloud Practitioner certificate.
Mm-hmm.
I am eligible.
Yeah, see, what I'm saying is if you are good at networking or okay, so CCNA you are eligible. But if you don't know about CCNA and if you want to learn, at least you need to have know the basics of CCNA. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. So if you know about the CCNA, you are eligible. But if you don't have knowledge of CCNA, so you have to go through the CCNA first and then come to the Palo Alto. That will be very helpful. Why? Because so without knowing any basics, if you come here, you don't understand anything. So what are the terminology that we are using that will be bit different that you cannot understand. So if you go through the CCNA, that will be very good to you to understand the things easily here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sir, would you provide placements like after
Placement in
completion of
sense,
this?
we are providing assistance. Okay, so if there are any vacancies, okay, we'll directly referring you to that, and you have to prove that. Okay, you have to take up the interview. That assistance will be providing 100% assistance, but placements 100% means we are not the one who is
Yes, yes.
no one will provide the 100% place.
Yes, sir. Yes.
We'll provide the assistance. Yeah.
Sir, how many students got placed after learning only for as a security engineer from your
As a security engineer, we have seen like okay, last month only 2 to 3 engineers was placed. Okay, total of like mostly we have trained 800 to 900 securities. So most of them are good. Okay, 100 150 plus they have placed in a security role. As far as I know, we have 150 plus count, but there are some other we have where we are not receiving any information from them after learning the course.
okay 150 plus you have they got
Yeah,
opportunity as security.
yeah, secured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, does security have more openings, sir? Like as compared to network?
Yeah, security will be having an more openings as okay. Not only security, like they will be getting a chance like okay multi-vendor. So if they are opening for network engineer, they will also asking for the if you know any of the firewalls. Okay,
Yes, yes.
not only the security, the even network engineer also they will asking if you don't know any firewall. If you know any firewall or not, they are asking like that. So if you know about the Palo Alto, you'll also gain the okay you will also get an opportunity as network engineer where you will work on all the things routing switching and firewall. They're expecting multi-vendor knowledge
Yes, yes,
in
yes.
from a single student or single candidate.
Mm. Ramesh sir, are you providing any recording sessions?
Yes, we are. So here we are maintaining an okay we are maintaining the recording sessions as well. So once you enroll the course, okay, you have to create an account with us from with TungaBadraNetworks, which will be calling as an student management system SMS. Okay, so in that SMS, once you created account, we are activating the okay we are activating the courses whatever you have enrolled. Okay, in that course you will automatically get PDF, you will automatically get recording sessions. Okay, and also daily we are okay whatever the topics we are going to cover, we are providing an assessments as well. So on daily basis you have to attend the assessment so that you can comes to know how far you have okay you are understanding the concept. Okay, so that SMS tool is everything for you once you enroll here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, we definitely need to have 16 GB RAM.
Sorry.
We definitely need to have 16 GB RAM to make that VM to work for this
Yeah.
Palo.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Actually, my laptop having only 8 GB.
So you have to, if it possible, you can just extend that to the 16 GB. So if it
Oh,
is
no,
not
sir.
if it is not possible, we can see the alternatives. Okay, we have an Cloud Lab access as well, so you can take the subscription of the Cloud Lab, so that you can make use of Cloud Lab without installing anything in your laptop. We will provide the access. We'll create a user for you, and we'll give an user credentials along with the Cloud Lab details. You can make use of without installing anything.
Okay. So, sir, a Cloud Lab will come within this course, or else that is excluded?
If you are taking single course, that will not included in the course. Okay, so that
Okay.
you need to take the separate. That will be like cost around 2K plus GST. That will be like, okay, you will be having access, okay, till the course complete. And like we are providing 45 days of access, granting access to you for 45 days. You can complete your access till the 45 days. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, even after completing the course, can we come to institute directly and practice?
Yeah. Even after the course, you can directly come. Okay, no problem. Once you are enrolled to the Tungabhadra Networks, you are permanent member of Tungabhadra Networks. You can come anytime or whatever the time that you want.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Any questions? Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining today's session, and appreciate your patience. So I'm reiterating that, okay, the course is going to start from July 13th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you have interested, you can go ahead and enroll. So you can visit our website, or having to get in touch with our enrollment team. So they will be going to assist you for enrollment. Okay, so thanks guys, thanks for joining this session. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.